Hey friends, welcome back to Llama Mama Kayla's Yarn Tube. I'm Kayla, and today I am still crafting and creating cute little gnomes. And so, this is what I have. This is what I'm using today to make a gnome. And so, Big Daddy cranked this out on the knitting machine for me. And I stuffed it, and he tied it. And then we have a little red hat to go on top of it. It's got white on the inside. But what I'm going to do is, let me see if I can scoot up here and keep all this on camera. Let's see. I didn't put any stuffing in the top of it, because, you know, I don't know that I even need it. Let me see. I'm just going to pull this down kind of tight on here and see what it does. Alright. I like it. I like it. Okay. So, there we go. So, what do we have? We're making a mushroom gnome. That's what we're making. Hope he wasn't thinking anything else. Anyway, so he gets a beard. This is really simple to make. This is going to be the easiest one of all to make. So he gets a nose on his beard. And here's, his little beard. And I am putting the part where I, finished it to the back. So I'm going to put my gnome nose. I'm just trying to see what part do I want up. Okay, this looks good right here. I'm going to try to put this in the center. So that would be about rightish here. Let me mark something there. Just so I kind of know. I could count the stitches. Or I could just say that looks good. But really, this right here looks good. So, yeah. It just looks good. All right up in there. Alright, let me see. Again, how did I have that? Because I put it away and I put it down and didn't look. Okay. So, I'm going to put some glue on my nose here. Thought my glue gun wasn't going to work there for a minute. Alright, and so I'm going to put my nose right there at the top of my beard. I might have put it just a tad bit too low, but we'll make it work. Alright. Now, that just needs to dry and let the glue cool off and get hard so that it is stuck. There we go. A gnome nose on a gnome beard. I need to decide which is the front of this. This is definitely the front. So I'm going to turn this up a lot. Should have stuck some needles in here to kind of hold that in place. I don't want to shift my hat too much. I'm trying to get it to stay right there. Okay. I'm pulling this up just a little bit because I want to put this here and this to come down on it. Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull it up a little bit more because I don't want to get any glue on the hat. and, you know, get stuck right there. So just gluing this around right here. All I'm going to do is just spread hot glue all over the back of it, up the top half, and then I can add glue. I can come back and add glue under that part afterwards. So it's not centered. I mean, it doesn't have to be centered or anything at this point because I've done nothing to make it even the front. So I've done nothing to it so far, but this will definitely be the front and kind of in the center. This is what's going to center it up. Let me see. And I can come back around any edges, you know, make sure that it is down well. Here, I'm gonna pull it towards me because I do want to get it, you know, lined up straight, going up and, you know, from the bottom up. I want to get it just lined up straight there. All right, so I just put it down and kind of smoothing it down there. We'll give that a moment to dry, although I didn't glue it closed just because I wasn't thinking about it. But I might just add a little glue right there. A lot of people like gnomes, and a lot of people like mushrooms. So I thought, let me just go ahead and combine and make a mushroom gnome. And this is what I came up with. I thought, well, this works. It'll be cute, and somebody will like it. It will appeal to someone. It appeals to me. So there's somebody out there that will like it. I think. What do you guys think? Mushroom gnome? Yeah, that's right up my alley. But I don't have a place in my house to keep all this stuff, so it is going to my crochet booth. Because, yeah, I just don't have a place in my house to keep all this stuff. I would love to have just shelves full of all these cute creations that I've made. But in reality, it's not going to happen. I do have shelves with my dolls on it that I could get rid of my dolls and put all my crochet. But that's not going to happen. I do have shelves that has yarn in it. I could get rid of my yarn and put all my cute critters and stuff, but that's not going to happen either. But I am going to use that yarn to keep making cute critters. And I'm going to keep filling up those yarn bins too. Because I need that yarn to work. Can't work if I don't have yarn. Okay, that all looks really good. Looks good. Great. Alright, I'm going to try to swing you back a little bit. Because it works just fine that I work a little bit better propping it up a little bit, and you can kind of see it a little better too. And I'm just now figuring that out after making 3 gnome videos, so yeah. Alright, so I want this to kind of, I don't know, maybe that white, let me look at it in the camera and see. I was thinking maybe that white might not look good with the beard and then the white. So I think I'll just make this one like that. If it was a different color under there, I think it would work. But since it's not, I think I'm just going to do this. We're just going to put some glue on top of this nose. Like that. And I'm just going to put this down. And kind of put it around the nose. Hold it on there. I can feel the heat from coming through from that. And then I'm going to put a little glue here and a little glue here. And stick that down. Stick it down to the beard. Same thing on this side. Alright. Now I get to go around and glue down all the edges all around it. So, I'm just going to start right here. And I'm going to put some glue right on the inside of this hat. And then I'm going to fold it down. And I think that will kind of line up even with the other side. If I do that. Yep. That looks good. That looks good. So I'm just going to fold it up. I need another glue stick. I got through a lot of glue sticks. Okay. There we go. Oop, 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 oop. Tried to bite me. Alright. Now I'm just going to come around here to the back and do the same thing. Where did I stop at? I don't know. I better let it cool. Petting the gnome. Oh, somebody help me. I might have been making too many gnomes and now I'm going a little bit loco. I don't know. Oh, somebody save me. Save me from the gnomes. Okay. Now. Where are we at back here? Let's see. Okay. So this is what we're dealing with from about right here to right here. All right. So this hat is white on the other side, and so sometimes you might see a little bit of white showing through there just because it's a double layered hat. Alright, so let me check. I'll come back and check that later. So that's what we got so far. It's the easiest one yet. And it's pretty cute. It's pretty cute already. Alright, so what I need to do is just make sure everything's glued down. I still, at the end, I may go around, when I finish all this, I may go around and just check my edges. Like right there, could use just a little. I have been having so much fun making gnomes, and I've got a list of gnomes I want to make. And so, yeah, I'm just going to keep on making some gnomes to put in my booth. I don't know. I think gnomes will be popular. I mean, I hope that they will sell. I don't know for sure. But if they don't, guess what? I'm bringing them home if they don't sell. I'll bring them home and we'll just have to deal with it. Maybe I'll clean off Big Daddy's dresser and desk and put some gnomes on it. He likes gnomes. He does have 2 gnomes that Pauline has made for him. They're sitting next to the love seat in the den right where he sits. They're sitting on the end table. Okay. There we go. Cute. But now we got to turn it into a mushroom. Because right now it just looks like a gnome. Looks like a naked gnome. But we are going to dress him up with some dots. So I have about 9 right now. I can always make more, but I do want to just spread them out and not make it look overly crowded. I can't even pick this up. Okay, so I'm going to start towards the top, I think. And I'm just going to put some glue. And I may have to go back around edges later, but there, we have a dot. We have a spot on a mushroom. Okay. Now, I don't want to I want these to look random, even though I'm placing them not random. I mean, I'm placing them according to, you know, how I think they will look. I mean, look good in a place. They're not random. I'm putting them in places for a reason. But I'm trying not to, line them up. Am I making any sense? Ah! It bit me. Okay. So, there we go. They'll have 7 more. Because I made 9. And so... yeah, I'm trying to, you know, not line them up. So... alright, here we go. Right there. Okay. I want to kind of get the ones in the front done before I move around too far to the sides or the back. I don't want them lined up this way or this way, so... I'm just going to put one right there in the middle, and look like it was planned to be there. And it is, because I'm putting it there on purpose. Alright, let's see. Alright. Try not to let it bite me again. Okie dokie. So we have 4 dots. I think I'll just put one randomly right there. Randomly. Okay. It's kind of hard to hold this and do all this all at the same time, but this one might line up with that one, but I can only do so much. There's only so many random places you can put it. I didn't put glue where I was holding it at, so I will have to go back to that one for sure and just put a dot of glue right where I was holding it. So now we have 5 over here, and I think I'll put one right here. Just to the side there. Okay. have 3 more, but you know, like I said, I can always make more, but maybe one here. Burnt finger, burnt finger. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I may add a few to the back, not as quite as many, but I don't know. I might just lay it to the front. Do you decorate the back that's going to be, you know, like not showing? I could put one. Could put one here, and I think I will, just because I can. What are you guys up to today? How are you entertaining yourself? I'm entertaining myself by creating some gnomes and having a lot of fun doing it. Okay, that's on there. I'm just gonna hold it down a little bit. Okay, just wanted to smush them on there, but then the glue comes through and kind of warms up my hand. Okay, one more, so let me just see. Maybe right there. I think so. I think that's a good spot. Now, as I said, do you decorate the back or just the front that's going to be seen? What would you do? I'm thinking I'm not going to decorate the back, because the more I put on these, the more I feel like I'm going to want to charge. And see, I can keep this one relatively low as is. But if I go making a whole bunch more and, you know, do a whole lot more work to it, I'm going to say, well, that took me longer to make. And I'm going to have to charge a little more. I got glue stuck to me all over. I burned my hand here, and this pinky. So, yeah. It happens. It's not the end of the world. Okay, so I'm going to start over here and just check and see if anything needs some glue. They're really glued down pretty well. There was one I figured was going to need, I don't know which one it was. This one needs a little touch right there. I'm just going to put a dot of glue right there. Okay, this one feels like it needs a little bit right up under here. Let me check. That's good. I think they are good. Now I just have to get the fuzzies and the little glue strings off. And there we go. We have a a gnome mushroom. There we go. There it is. Right there. Just came to life right before your eyes. Let me see how tall this is. So I'm going to unplug my hot glue gun so I don't accidentally do anything with it in a moment. Let me see if I can see how tall this is. And I have to look up under here to see. It is about, let me see, again, right here. 12 inches. All my gnomes have been about 12 inches tall. This looks a lot taller, but I checked it twice to make sure I was in the right place, and it is. It is. Alright guys, well I thank you for watching. This was a shorter one for people who like shorter videos. You're welcome. And people who like longer videos, I'm sure I'll be back running my mouth. See you guys later. I will be posting pictures on Instagram of all my gnomes, and then probably in a video soonish I'll just post pictures of my gnomes so that people who don't have Instagram can see them all put together, because I added a few more things to that daffodil one. I dressed him up a little bit more because after I had done some others and looked at him, I was like, oh, he looks pitiful. So I made him some more things to put on him, and he looks great now. So yeah guys, I'll see you later. Bye friends. Friends, thank you so much for hanging out with me today while I created this mushroom gnome. I like how it turned out. It's pretty cute. It was simple, but yet it's cute. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Remember, it is a beautiful day to crochet or do anything else that brings you happiness. And I'll tell you what, I'm so happy crafting and having fun.